All right, so we talked about the shapes that comprise the head, and now we're going to talk about the shapes in the hand. So hands are very complicated and difficult for people to draw most of the time, but they can be simplified like the head. So I'd like you to think about the hands as a few simple shapes. The main section of the hand you can think of as a bell shape. Okay? And this attaches up into the wrist, and the fingers attach into this bell shape, as does the thumb, forming a simple kind of mitten shape. Like that. Okay? And this bell shape is not only a contour, 2D, but also three-dimensional. That the fingers insert into. And then inserting into the wrist, like so. So again, you think about the simple shapes, the three-dimensional forms that comprise the object, in addition to the contour. And always thinking about the hand in these terms will help you draw it. It will simplify what can be something very complex and difficult to draw and make it easier. You also want to think about the gesture of the hand, the rhythm of the hand. So the hand attaches to the wrist, which attaches to the arm. So always, whatever direction the arm is moving, the hand will extend in that direction. It will carry on the gesture of the arm. You can think about this. In terms of the movement of the arm, into the hand. One fluid motion. From the side, it's important to note that the wrist acts like a step from our forearm into the hand, into the bone of the wrist. There's a stepping down. Stepping down from the arm into the hand. So now that we've covered this, I'm going to do just a few demonstrations to show you the hand. So again, bell shape. Going down into the fingers. The fingers you always keep simplified. Remember the mitten shape. Try to group up these fingers, and the thumb can be separate. But to avoid drawing each finger individually. You don't want to do this. You want to group them all together and then separate them. You also want to think about the fingers as geometric forms. So remember the bell shape? Notice how I drew the fingers as kind of block-like forms. This is helpful to start. You want to avoid drawing round sausage-like fingers. Keep them geometric and simple. So on top of this block, we can put in some structure and shading. First knuckle, into the bones of the hand. We have a few different sets of bones. One set here from the wrist to the first knuckles. These are our metacarpals, and then our phalanges from here to the tips of our fingers. And don't forget to draw in the wrist bone as well, our ulna. Okay, thinking about the fingers. Geometric forms into the first knuckle. Again, keeping things simple. Even when you're adding detail. And finish the thumb. Sometimes you won't see a lot of variation in the lighting of the hand, depending on how it's lit, but this is something you need to just remember, right? How things change. Okay. From this section of the mitten to the fingers, one plane, another plane.